Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina, Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast today. It is Thursday the 10th of September. Starting to drizzle a little bit. I love fishing in the rain. I'm up here just above the White House, above the Narrows, not running any water. They have not run water and they didn't run water yesterday. Fishing a 16 red zebra midge with a silver head, 6X fluorocarbon tippet, under a float about 24 inches. Been fishing for quite a while. I've got a big old fish right in front of me. Wow. I've been fishing quite a while and doing really good on midges. I've got a, there's no current. Well, there's a little bit. Maybe I'll get down to him. I've got a big fish that are just sitting right here in front of me. Let's see if he eats it. It might be a brown. It's about 24 inches. He's just sitting there. Not moving an inch, and I'm really close to him. Kind of wish I had a scud. Oop, he's moving. Moved past my fly though. One more try. Yeah, he's bugging out. That's the first big brown I've seen up here. Well, I've seen them below Fall Creek, but not. Not up here. I've been fishing up here quite a while, and doing really good on these zebra midges. I've used a green, kind of a lime green, a black, a red now, and I used, what other color? Oh, a PNP, which is a primrose and pearl. And done equally well on all of them being 16s. Fished them basically the same way. The fish really aren't coming up and eating on the surface, but they're always keen on these zebra midges. They represent or imitate a midge pupa that's swimming up from the surface, or from the bottom to the surface. It just now started to drizzle, so hopefully that doesn't shut my fishing off. Usually it gets better. I like fishing in the rain. Just about everybody's catching fish up here. Most of the guides are done, moved out. It's getting pretty close to noon. They are definitely not hitting as good as they were before, because I was catching fish on almost every cast. Now they weren't, some of them were taking it under. I've got a pretty small float on here, but some of them were just kind of vibrating the float just a little bit. And of course it's going to be real difficult to see that with raindrops now. So if they're biting light, they're going to have to bite a little bit harder for me to see the fly, or see the bite. I had fish taking the float under though. Oxygen level's good. It's been about 6.5. Fish are fighting really good. They're feeding really good. There's been a lot of this algae stuff that's been on the surface the last few days. With them not running water, it doesn't really clean out the lake like it usually does. And it's not hurting the fishing any. It's not hurting the bite any. But you do have to be aware of that slimy stuff getting on your fly, because the fish will not hit it. Will not hit it if there's that slime on there. We need the rain, so not complaining. This is supposed to bring a little cooler weather for a few days. The Department of Conservation is doing their annual shock survey tonight here on Lake Taneycomo. That might have been a bite. I might be fishing too deep. I am going to make this about 18 inches. They do a shocking survey every August. They canceled it this last August because of a forecasted for winds with the hurricane that came up from the Gulf, which we really didn't get any of that weather, but they canceled it. So they're doing it tonight. They're going to run 2 units of water at 7 o'clock, and that's so that the boats can get up to the dam. And they'll start at the dam and they'll work their way all the way down to Short Creek. They'll be shocking most of the night. They take those fish and they measure, weigh, count, and they compare that information with all the years they've been doing it, which it's been probably 25, maybe 30, I don't know. You can go to ozarkanglers.com and see last year's survey. I don't know. Maybe that's just raindrops hitting my float. Well, this is really disappointing. I mean, I should have done one cast earlier. I am going to check my sound, my audio, make sure it stays on. I usually leave the float or leave it in one place for about a minute and then I'll move it. Like I said, I've been catching a lot of fish this morning. And this drizzle has shut them down, at least using a zebra midge. There's a lot of, there's a carpet of algae that's on the bottom. If you put a fly on the bottom right now, it immediately gets, ooh, see that fish? That was a good fish. Ate something off the surface, come on. Yeah, it is slimy on the bottom, and if you're, oh, he just barely touched that, missed him. If your fly scrapes the bottom, it's going to be caked up almost immediately. Okay, I see a fish underneath my float now. Come on, you guys liked my fly a minute ago. I did come out here last night and do the same thing, and again did really good. There we go. There's a nice fish. Did really good on zebra midges. Caught some nice fish, caught a lot of fish. Come on. He's way underneath the boat. Had one get tangled up in my trolling motor a minute ago. I do have my fish cradle in the water. So if I get even if I get these medium-sized fish, I'll put that fish in this cradle and I don't stress him out. He rests while I get the hook out, and then I can slip him back in. If he's not too big, I don't have to net him. I can just slide him over the top. Yeah, I can point that down a little bit. And the raindrops getting on my lens. It's about a 15-inch fish. Slide him over. "99% of the time, if you're using..." Oh, I just broke my zebra off my hook. Ooey. 99 times out of 100, you're gonna hook this fish. If you're fishing a zebra, you're gonna hook that fish right in the top of the mouth and the nose. See, I can drop him all I want because it's right back in the net, right back in the water. Not too big. Okay, I gotta grab another fly. Jackson, you getting wet. You didn't care, he's a lab. Okay. I'm going to try a lime green again. I had one on earlier and did real good until I broke it off. $16 seems to be, with the water being off, I don't want to use the real tiny ones, like 18s and 20s. It's not necessary. It's not necessary to use 7X either. Okay. Move that up a little bit. Rain's a little chilly, but not bad. Put it back out here. Yeah, the shock survey, you know, you'd think that the fish aren't going to be biting very good tonight after being shocked. I don't think I'd go fishing, but nobody's ever really proven that to be true. I got a feeling I'm getting bites, I'm just not seeing them. I just would really be surprised if the fish shut off that quick just because of a little drizzle. About half my bites that I'd gotten before, the float would go under, and half it would just vibrate and not go under. So I can see fish out there moving around. I can see the shadows. It's just not that deep out there, so it's not hard to see. Fishing in the Narrows was pretty good. There are a lot of fish up in 6 inches of water and less up against the flat banks, feeding on scuds, just their backs out of the water. And that's fun to target those fish if you can figure out what they're going to eat. Usually it's a sow bug or a scud, something that's, from what I've seen in the water, the bugs are kind of a light gray. Of course, they are a little spooky up in that shallower water. I keep standing in front of my camera. Stop it. Okay, what am I gonna do? Check my fly, maybe shorten it up. Maybe that shake them up a little bit. Boat traffic do that. Well, shoot, man, this is disappointing. I've been catching fish all morning long. As soon as I turn the camera on and stand in front of it, they quit biting. I'm hoping to get one more fish. I'm hoping it's a nice one. I caught an 18 last night, really pretty rainbow. Then I caught 4 fish under 6 inches. One of them about 3.5 inches. All right. Oh, nice. That could have been a sucker. One just rolled out there. Those suckers will get out there and roll in the gravel too. Well, phooey. Not the one cast I was hoping for. They really do bite the rain sometimes. I did catch a few fish on a soft tackle earlier. I was stripping a little 18 brassy soft tackle that I like. That was fun. Well, one last cast. Fishing's been really good below Fall Creek. Still catching a lot of really nice quality 15, 16, 17-inch rainbows. A lot of the guys are just using night crawlers. The pink worm is doing really good too. An olive micro jig, catching fish. You do have to check your fly quite a bit up here, and I haven't checked it in a while, but I don't think I've got any moss on it. Oh, good fish. I just about missed him, and he really took the float under. He was running with it. It's a little bigger than the last one, I think. Got several chasing him. I don't think there's any water on there. Hopefully I can flip him right over the top. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and unplug the sound, and so I'll sign off now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. What's nice about this cradle is you can put a ruler in here and slide him up there and get a measurement and not hurt him. Doesn't like it. 15 and a half. He's hooked right at the top. Right in the top of his mouth. Slide him back in. We'll see you tomorrow.